Alright guys, so today we're going to start off with our first workout in the booty program. What we're going to start out with first is get our dynamic warm-ups down. We're going to get sweating, we're going to get the blood pumping, and we'll be ready to go. So first one is we're going to go as wide as you possibly can. You're going to touch the outside of your toe. She's going to look straight up, and you're going to touch the sky. What this is going to do is going to stretch your hip flexors out, and it's also going to help you balance. Okay, so we need that balance down to get further into the program. So these are very important to warm up with. So you're going to do 5 on each leg. After that, go ahead and step down and touch the inside of your toe. Now you're going to do the same arm. Okay, so you're going to touch the inside of your shoe. She's looking straight up. Looking straight up. See, that's what we want. We want those little cross-sectional muscles to be working right now. Okay. So she's using her core and her legs to support herself by looking up. There you go. And take your time. Slow down. See, now you can put your knee down. So what she's doing is she's keeping her back leg out. If you can't do that, go ahead and put your knee down. It's a little easier and it gets us a little bit better stretch. That's what you could be doing. You're going to do 5 inside, 5 outside, and we're going to go back, do 5 inside, 5 outside. Alright guys, so the first one, what you're going to do is we're going to do a stationary lunge. So we're going to keep it tight. We're going to keep our knee straight under our toe straight under our hips. And as we come up, I'm not pushing off my toe. I'm going to be pushing off my whole foot. Okay, we want to explode off the movement. Right back at it. Okay, so then we'll go forward. Again, my toe straight under my knee straight under my hip straight under my center of my body. I'm going to be pushing straight up. Okay, you're going to find yourself, what I just did is pulling up. Try to keep like you're in between 2 walls. Okay, so my chest is straight up. I'm keeping it straight up as I come up. Okay, so she'll demonstrate. What you guys are going to be doing, you guys are going to be doing 3 sets of 10, and we're going to superset this with what's called good mornings and jump squats. So I'll show you what that is next. So she's keeping the weight close to her body. She's stretching wide. So you don't want to get these baby steps. You're trying to get that back knee to extend all the way. And pause. So right there. See how her back knee, you should be extended, so get a little wider than that. That's where she should be at. Okay, that back leg is almost straight. Alright, so those are stationary lunges. What we're doing next are what called good mornings. Okay, so we're going to keep, this is pretty much a straight leg deadlift or a hip hinge. So watch my hips, right? When my hips go down, my back is straight, my butt's stretched out, and my hamstrings are stretched. As I come up, I'm not using my back. My back is relaxed. What I'm doing is I'm pushing my hips forward, up into the wall, okay? So we'll be here, straight forward, up into the wall. We're going back down. Okay, so she'll show you that. Good, so that's good, but what I want you to try to do is try to go. Keep going. So don't rock. Okay? You want to go straight down, straight up, controlling the hips as you go down and as you go up. That's the key to the exercise. So it's okay if you rock back and forth, but what you want to do is keep it here. Now squeeze that glute. Yeah. Good. Keep your weight distributed throughout your whole foot. So this is supersetted after the stationary lunge. You're going to do 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps, superset it with what we just did, which was the stationary lunges, and we're going to go back into the jump lunge after this. So it's going to be a tricep. So you're going to do one after another. It's back to back to back. So there's going to be a lot of different variation of squats, but what we're doing right now is her toe is slightly pushed out. Her knee straight under her knee is straight under her toe, and she tilt more. Okay, so see how she's getting low, her chest stays up. What you're going to do now, when you guys are in this position, she's going to stay the same. She's not moving. What she's going to do is she's going to distribute her weight throughout her whole foot, slightly on the outside of the heel, and push down to the ground. So what you guys are trying to do is you're trying to break the floor, okay, without moving your femur. This is going to activate the glute way better. You're going to feel it. And you're going to start to shake. Once you start shaking, that's when you know you're going to activate the glute, and that's the muscle we want to work. So see how she's shaking? Now she's ready to go. So now what I want you to do is give me 15 jump squats. Oh my God. Good. Stay wide. So what you guys are going to want to do is you guys are going to start to land on your toe and kick that knee out. She's not letting her knee pass her toe for this purpose right now. She's pushing the floor down as she comes up. Is that 15?
Yes.
Good. All right, so that was the first tricep. So what we did was we did a front load stationary lunge, 3 to 15 reps on each side. Then we went into the good mornings, 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. After that, we're going to do the jump lunge with the stationary squat. So that means staying low, staying there for about 10 seconds, and then you're going to do 15 jump lunges. Jump squats. All right, guys, so the next workout we're getting into is a one-legged hip up. Go ahead and go down. So you guys can do this on a little stool or whatever you guys want to do. We're using on a ball for less stability. So she's coming close. So what you want to do is you want to get your butt as close to the ball or whatever you're using, or just the floor, as you can, to your heel, okay? So her legs stay straight up. Go ahead. Good. So she's pushing off her heel. Her knee's not moving forward. So a lot of people will move their knee forward. So notice that her knee moves a little forward. You guys try to get rid of that. What that does is it keeps tension on the butt. Good. Hold it higher. Oh. That hold's important. Okay? That peak at the top, right here, 1. That's going to make all the difference. Okay, her legs stay straight up. Don't find your leg down here. We want it right here. So you guys are going to do 3 sets of 15 reps on each leg. Alright guys, so the next one is step-ups on a high box. Okay, she's going to be using my hands. You guys can use TRX, a pole, whatever you want, or you can use something lower. But what we want to do is we're stretching that glute out. Okay, so when you have rubber bands, if you stretch that rubber band out, the elasticity is going to be way greater if you stretch it this much. That's what we want here. Okay, so we're allowing the muscle to stretch, we're allowing to pull in. Also, this is going to be a hard exercise, so you're increasing motor units here. These exercises that we did before, your body uses a principle of size. So the more motor units you use, the more tired you are. This is in mid-workout, so right now we're going to be using the most motor units. You guys are going to be using your core and everything else besides your leg to get yourself up, which is great for metabolic conditioning, strength gain, size, all that stuff. Okay, so let's go. So you can hold a hand. Again, you can use TRX, you can use a pole, whatever you want to use, or you can use the lower stool. What we're doing is right now it's just for the stretch of the glute. Good. Good. So notice that she has to jump. It's okay. Cheat sets aren't bad. What you want to do though is you want to push your heel through the stool. Okay? There you go. So she's creating force through her leg, not just jumping up and using her whole body. Good. Her knee, again, her foot, her knee, and her hips are all aligned. If you find yourself tweaking your knee in, it's probably because your hips have to be turned back. I'll explain that later. Go ahead and switch. So, hold it right here. So, her knee is straight under her toe. Okay, if you find when you come up, your knee's twisted this way, that means that those hips are twisted with it. Every joint follows another joint, right? So, your ankle follows your knee follows your hips. So that means as you twist your hips back, as I twist her hips, her knee's going to go back to the center with her ankle. That's what you want, okay? So make sure to contract that core and keep everything straight like you're in a box. So you guys are going to try to give me, these are hard ones, so anywhere from 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Alright guys, so the format of this workout is a tri-set, which means you go 3 exercises back to back to back. Then we're going to do a double set, which is what we just did right now, with the 1-leg hip-ups and the step-ups. Next we're going to do a superset squat, which means we're going to go to failure 3 times, but it's only 1 exercise. So basically what you're doing is you're going to do 3 exercises, rest, 2 exercises, rest, 1 exercise. And you're going to repeat that continuously for 3 rounds. Alright, so the last one, go ahead. She's going to alternate legs. So she's going down on her knees, coming back up on her knees, and a squat in between. She's not coming all the way up on her squat. What she's doing is she's staying a partial. Okay, so she's not going to come all the way up. She's going to go about 120 degrees from her knee. So this makes an angle of 120. That's as most as you're going to go up. Notice that when she comes up, go do it wrong and keep those knees forward. So if you can, right here, notice this space in between, right? We don't want that. Lean back. She's coming up trying to keep her knees in line with her toes. Okay, this is going to keep the glute activated and use less of your lower back. Also, when you come forward onto your toes, more stress on your knee. Okay, so we want to keep the tension on the glute and the legs, not the tendon of the knee. You're going to go do this for failure. Okay, so she's going to go to failure. It's a full body workout pretty much. You're increasing your core strength, core stability, everything comes into this workout. Stay on your heels. Stay here. Boom. Good. Drop those hips.